What is going on? Yeah, we're not going to wait that long. It's not going to be that long to get started. I know resets come in 15 minutes, and I know most people have gates and stuff. We even have a town to take. And we're going to try and get that going. What's up, Rooftop Korean and Suno? Yeah, the same. So, but I want to get started because I want to talk about the new heroes that are going to be coming out, new seasonal heroes that they're releasing, Emma and Thunderbolt. It seems like Glass Shelter is on another fighter kick. I feel like they just released four? Yeah, 4 new heroes, all of them fighters. So, it seems like they're on a little bit of a kick here, and we'll kind of talk about the 2 new heroes and what they got going, and we'll get that going. Actually, let's get this live screen gone, and let's just get this going. Where's my mouse? Where is it? Where is it? Come on. Oh, I guess there it is. All right. Yeah, welcome. How is everyone? I'm glad you guys are here. Yeah, so 2 new seasonal heroes are released or will be released. I'm not entirely sure if they have. If you are on Discord, give your opinions on them, and for a chance to win crypto pack, $10 crypto pack. It's nice and easy. All you gotta do is tell them what you think. There's a few things that are actually new that are pretty cool. I like to kind of talk about, and I'll bring this over for now. First off, this has been out for a little bit, but the Megalodon base skin, it's actually pretty cool. Quick question. I know everyone says save super tickets for lazy, but if I'm gonna unlock skills for heroes and APCs 1 through 3, should I just do it? It depends. Depends if you're a spender or not, and how quick you want to get the season heroes. Honestly, let's just say this. So I'll put it in perspective in this way, and I'll let kind of you decide how you want to do it. There's nothing wrong with getting the seasonal heroes early. Absolutely nothing. Zero. They could be very beneficial. But I will say this. We just had the first recruitment pools for Season X heroes, and I blew through, I want to say, almost 3,000 tickets, and I can only max maybe 5 or 6 of them. And there's I think there's now over 60 something SX heroes. So, and those are going to be your top tier heroes that you can obtain. They're going to pretty much outperform all of the previous season heroes. There's a few exceptions, but your Season X heroes are going to be the best of the best. So use your tickets how you want to use them. If you're able to spend, or depending on how you want to progress. But I will say there are many opportunities to get the previous season heroes, and only a handful of them will be useful later on. It depends on how you want to play and how competitive you want to be. And I'll kind of leave it at that, because I don't want to tell people to save them when they should save them, but they also could use the newer heroes, because it's going to get harder to take tiles, and you're going to want the season heroes to take the tiles in the later seasons of Doomsday. So it's kind of like you're in a rock and a hard spot, in fairness. You do need some of the season heroes, because the tiles do get harder to take as you go through the seasons of Doomsday. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It is. And the basic legendary heroes are just not going to cut it. And plus, with the Hopeness Lab, you can't even put any of the extra buffs from the Hopeness Lab on any basic legendary heroes. You can only put them on seasonal heroes. So, yeah, you should spend some, but I would only wait to use the recruitment pools and the small recruitment pools. I would only, in order to save your tickets as best as possible, use them only in the small recruitment pools where there's only like 3 heroes and you're guaranteed to at least get one after a certain amount. Makes it easier and makes it smarter to use your tickets. But at the same time, try and get as many as you can and save them up. So don't overspend them, but make sure you're always getting more in. So, all right. So the Megalodon base skin, I believe it's still available. Maybe not. Yeah, 2 more days. 2 more days. But you have to get that in the crypto store. It's still the same chance of getting it. You're not guaranteed to get it if you buy the pack, but you can only buy the packs on the crypto store, the cop store, which is a great place. I think I have the link somewhere. Just working on getting War Boster and this small recruit pool. Yeah, that's what I would do. Just focus on certain ones, the ones that you know are going to be good and useful, and forget the rest. You know, if you happen to get the other ones, sure, use them. But I wouldn't go out of my way to get them. And I know I did that video, the live the other day, talking about which ones were more worth it over others. So if you have to, I'd reference that. But I would ignore most of them and only focus on certain ones. But it's also easier for me to say as I'm in season 5, 6, I don't even know anymore, as we're in Eden conflict. It's easier for me to say that. So new we didn't talk about this, but new landscape Champs-Élysées, 4 of them, or I should say 4 little parts to make your car. Shooters focused, attacker might, resistance, and both. I'm not sure. I think they're all gold pieces. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I don't 100% guarantee that. Skip season 3 and 4 and save. See, and that's hard to say too, because Anastasia and Tech Priestess are huge. Those are 2 heroes that will be useful in future seasons. Same thing with like Panther and Ivanov. But those are really the only 3 like musts. Yeah. Well, that's the other thing too. It depends on where your SP is at too. If you have a lot, because there's a lot of SP, and if you have all of them and almost all of them are maxed out, I mean, that's 3.5 APCs right there. So, all right. Treasure Hunter is out still if you're interested in that, which I have a love-hate relationship with. You can get the wings and you can get a Wind Rider, which is a little pendant. Troop resistance, troop might for the pendant. Wings, vehicles focused, and 1 stone, vehicle might 8%. If you get lucky and get the wings, but we know how that goes. If you play this game long enough, that is a very expensive game. All right, getting into the 2 new heroes. Okay, so these are the recommended formations. I'm sure this will change once people have gotten to test things out. But these are the general suggestions for right now. I could see definitely Formation 1, because those are the 3 new heroes. Formation 3, Thunderbolt is the new one that they just released, so we'll talk about him second. Guarding Light Emma. Emma is a quote-unquote nurse, so of course, with that backstory, she's a support hero. Her main skills that you want to look at here are, well, let me back up. She's a fighter hero. I know I said that kind of earlier, that the 2 new heroes are fighters. Her first combat skill, prep hero, is going to be front row. All fighters have their final resistance and might increase by 10%. And in the first 5 rounds, all fighters gain a 30% increase in damage mitigation when the squad takes damage, and restores some troop power at a recovery rate of 120%, which is a good front row hero to have. Save 1432, what's going on? How can you tell how long it is till DD? Oof. Okay, so if you want to know how long it is until DD, you got to look at your bracket. Brackets, well, let me answer that in a second. Let me finish going through these heroes, and then I will answer that, because that's actually a very good question. So let me, because I have ADD, I have ADHD. I'll jump around real easily. Wings, and we drink Red Bull. Red Bull gives you wings. Okay. So Emma's second combat skill is going to be each round 2 random squads restores some troop power and gains 50% damage mitigation, reduces normal attack damage, which is going to suck, especially when you combine it with, depending on who you combine it with. But the damage mitigation when you combine it with Shadowy Man and Revive Soul is going to be huge. You're going to basically have an APC that cannot really take any damage whatsoever. And the last one is going to be Adrenaline Shot. When all your squads are fighters, deal an additional 24.5% direct damage in the first 5 rounds, increase damage by 25%, and receive normal attack damage by 70% in the first 2 rounds, which is actually really good. But I will say that this has now limited to saying, hey, you basically got to use her with all fighters. So pros and cons to that. But she is definitely a good front row hero. Definitely increasing the entire formation's ability to take any sort of damage. The second one that they're releasing is Thunderbolts. See, they already suggested different, but whatever. We have different formations. I wouldn't even look at that. Let's look at Thunderbolt's first few. He's mainly defense, so generally front row, and unit is fighter. First combat is 75% chance to deal 270% damage to 2 squads. The hero squad and 1 friendly squad gain 20% increase in damage mitigation. Not bad. Not horrible, but his main thing here looks like he's going to be a damage dealer rather than a damage disbursement, I guess so to say. First 3 rounds, 75% chance to deal 270 damage to 2 squads. Starting round 4, 75% chance to deal 270 to all squads. Hopefully your battle won't last round 4, but in case it does, that's not a bad thing to have. 5th skill, last combat. Is that? Yeah. Oh, no, that was the 8th skill. I'm sorry. Wow, they really laid this out weird. His second attack skill, that was his last one. His second attack skill is mitigation squads increased by 30%, gains additional 10, 10, 15 the first 3 rounds. When they take damage, 1 random friendly squad gains 25% damage boost for 1 round, stackable up to 2 layers. So do an extra 50% on the second round, which isn't horrible. All right, so those are going to be Season X heroes, by the way. Those will probably be when you get access to that. I'm not sure if they're actually... I don't know when they're going to release him. I'm not entirely sure. They haven't announced the actual release date, but they are planning on releasing these 2 new heroes. Okay, Eden, well, we just started, man. We just finished the first week, and I will say something interesting about it, and I don't know if they planned it or not, but let me answer Andrew's question real quick. So how do we know when DD is going to start? Okay, so... see, I haven't heard anything. I've heard rumors back and forth that the Relic event has been taken out of the game. But I don't believe it. I haven't heard anything about it. So I don't know where that came from. So let's say this. If you're in a new state, you got to look at your bracket. Doomsday is a 10-state competition. You will be against the 10 states in your bracket, starting from the 31, 41, 51, whatever state ends in 1, all the way to the state that ends in 0. So in your example, you're in 1432. Your bracket will be 1431 through 1440. So the way to tell whether when Doomsday is going to start, Season 1, is going to be when the last state finishes the Relic event. You generally have a week or 2. So you should be prepared for that. That's when it'll start. So if you haven't even started the Relic event, you probably have about 4 or 5 months. You have a while. The relic event, I believe, is what, 45 days. I think most seasons and events like that are 45 days, or 50, close to that. So you're going to have to go through all of that. So you got a while. People don't understand that. I have my new, to keep up with what's going on in the new states, because I know they've changed a lot. I kind of started a new base. I say kind of because I'm not really paying attention to it very well, but I do jump in every so often. And a lot of those players there, the leadership, they're like, well, Doomsday, better get started now. Better get started now. And I'm sitting here going, man, you guys got like 9 months. What are you talking about? Like, the bracket just started. So you guys need to chill out, because Doomsday is not for a while in this bracket. So that's generally how you know. Once the relic event starts, you have to wait until the last state in your bracket finishes the relic event, and then you have usually 2 or 3 weeks, but it could be sooner. So that's generally how you would kind of gauge that idea of when Doomsday is going to start for you. How is the Eden season going? All right, so we're in Eden Conflict, if you didn't know. Conflict is basically North versus South. Our first season of Eden was probably one of the most bloody that most people have ever seen, which is quite interesting. Let's get actually started, because I know they want to attack this city, so I can attack the city as I'm talking. See, this is why I don't like Google Play beta. It's so glitchy. All right, let me turn off the there we go. That's a lot better. It takes too much. Ugh. Takes too much. Yes, I know. Immunity's too low. Don't care. Let's get this going. So first season was one of the most bloodiest seasons we've had. It was bad. It was bad. I don't even know how to say it. It was just getting bad. There was a lot of animosity, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of espionage, a lot of this, a lot of that. It was bad. This one is North versus South, and whether or not they did it on purpose, but all of the alliances that were working together were put on the same side. It's very weird that happened. So normally that doesn't happen, and I don't know how that happened, whether it was just luck or I don't know. I can't tell you, but it was strange that all of the alliances that planned on merging together to create the bigger alliance or the stronger alliance all wound up on the south side, and all of the ones that were opposed to them were all on the north side. So it's just weird how that happened. And that's all I really have to say about that. So, but Eden Conflict is definitely an interesting thing. It's a different set of Eden. Eden is still Eden, right? You still got to go around the map and get gates and bridges to move along and all that kind of stuff. I probably shouldn't have sent that one. But in this one, you have 2 factions. You have North versus South. It's basically like an American Civil War. And I think you don't really get to attack each other, the North and the South, until like 17 days in. I think that's when those gates open. So everyone gets kind of the same chance. You don't get to get blocked out because one alliance grew faster than another, or whatever you want to say. You're kind of stuck in the North if you're in the North. You're kind of stuck in the South if you're in the South, at least halfway through. So the first week kind of went by. Everyone's just kind of getting established. We're kind of building up immunity and all that stuff. We just got the Season X heroes, so we're building up those heroes. There's a lot that's going on as far as that goes, because it's a lot to get set up. I don't even have Season X heroes in here in my formations for this yet, because I'm still working on all of them. Yeah, I went through like 2,000 tickets, and I think I can only max out a handful. I can no, can't even max out Speedster. I know I can't max her out. Warrant, I know I can't. Super Killer, I can. Mayor, I can. Who's the strongest base? Who is the strongest base? So we have 4. We have 4 bases that kind of go back and forth. 4 or 5. I think the strongest is in 84 is the opposing one. But I think he may be quitting. I'm not sure. This may be his last season. But even if it is, he'll wind up giving his base away. But the problem is in order to be the strongest in our bracket, it costs. You don't just get to be the strongest. So these are players that are very invested in this game, and that's something people forget. You have to be in order to be the strongest. Yes, you do have to be invested in this game pretty well, but that does not mean you can't be strong, so to say. So when you say relic event, are you talking about the lost relic? But yes, where you buy and pick axes. No. That's no. Lost relic event is a side event. The relic event is something in your own map. You'll have you'll have very large capitals. You'll have to build towers, which are alliance. You'll have to take other. You'll have to take like structures in your state and hold them, and everyone gets you get points based on that. Oh wow, they're really moving. Oh no, that's something else. Oh yeah, they are. Wow. Okay, they're moving. All right, cool. So yeah, no. The lost relic event is different from the relic event. One is on your map. Your main map, it lasts for 45 days. The lost relic event with the pickaxes, you finished that a month ago. Okay, well, your thing would be, when does state 1440 finish it? That's what you should look at. If you can find out when state 1440 finishes it, then you'll have a better idea of when Doomsday Season 1 will start. That's how I've seen relic buildings in older state during DD Season 1, even though they were the youngest state. That might be a different, because it's older states, because you have the different seasons with conflict and Eden and all that. But for the new states, the ones that just started, it's generally relic, then it moves on. That's how it was, I know, for us and the brackets around us. That doesn't mean they haven't changed it, but and that's kind of why I do what I do, is because things change and people don't say anything. There's no updates about it. No one talks about updates to the game or the way they change. So while that may have been true for the older states, that might not be the same for the younger states. And it might even be different now, but that's generally how the layout goes. Who's leading the first rake in your Eden? Guild-wise or player-wise? Probably Daji from 84. But I can't see other states or other alliances information through here. I can only see ours. But I could see what their ranking is, but I can't see any information. In mine, I believe it's a Japanese name or Chinese name person, even though they're not. That would be the I don't think I fucked that up. Whatever. We're just attacking, trying to take this town. This won't take long though. Guild or faction. Who is the leader in your? Oh, in my guild. Okay. Right now, yeah, Blackcore is. And see, this is Google Play Beta. Now I can't even pull my menu up, but yeah, it's gonna be Blankcore and Climb. But this is also including tiles and everything. This is usually the first place guy, but I think he might be quitting. And people have been focusing on different things in the beginning here. So some of these people are tilers, and that's why they're higher up, because they're focused more on tiling than anything else. And that will get them more points for the guild, because they're the ones moving us all around the map, versus the people who are the main attackers and damage dealers. Once we actually start getting into battles and stuff like that, then we'll I'm sure the contributions and number one rankings will change. But for right now, we just started. So we're 1 week in. We're not going to have any information. 1 week, the first week is generally setup week. So that information is nothing. I mean, right now, there's nothing anyone can really do about anything. You could see where we are, what we're doing. And nothing matters, because the North can't do anything against the South for another like 15 days. And if everyone in the South is working together and everyone in the North is working together, then you don't have that much of a animosity. Not like last season, when everyone was just looking out to be number one and destroy everyone. That was, we had a bloodbath on our hands. That was bad. That was bad. I think we've ironed out a lot of things to where we could have a little bit more of a friendly competition, but we're still going to have a lot of fighting. 1373 says they would be in the same Eden in future with, yes. Yeah, and that's another thing people don't realize. Like I said, I don't want to get into, like, I know I made a video kind of talking about drama and stuff like that. The tactics from a certain alliance were very dirty, in my opinion. I like honest. I like not friendly competition. Yeah, friendly competition, I guess is the word, but honest competition. If I lose, I want to lose. You know, I'll lose, but I try. I don't want to do underhanded means and stuff like that. And when people forget that in another Eden, like another season, we're going to be expanding our bracket, and like you're going to be in on it. So it'd be nice to have better relations with people in other brackets than to be known as someone that, you know, does underhanded things in order to win. You know what I mean? I don't like that. But I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's, you know, I'm not going to tell people how to play the game. I just don't like it personally. But yeah, we have a lot of very strong players. I'm sure you guys do too. That never changes. You guys have whales just like we do. And we'll all be pretty much on the same playing field. You guys might have a little bit of an advantage because of tech, but we'll see when that time comes. Because you guys you're in the same Eden, aren't you? You're in conflict. Did you just start conflict, or are you in the next season? See, I don't mind Eden. So I hate Eden while I'm in the middle of it. But when it ended, I was like, oh man, I kind of want Eden to come back. It keeps you busy. It is fun. I will say, you get so frustrated with the way it is. But once you get through a couple seasons or like of Doomsday and Eden and stuff, you're like, that was actually kind of fun. And you forget that things were good, I guess, so to say. As soon as we take the city, I'm probably going to call it a night, unless people have specific questions. I pretty much didn't really have much to talk about here. Yeah. So, you know, it's good to work with the other people. I think the game's more fun when people have friendly competitions than with dirty tricks. I don't like that, but especially when people pay money in a game or invest in a thing. I mean, people get nasty. And I don't see it is a game. It should be fun. You guys should, this should be something you have fun with. Oh, we already took it, huh? All right, cool. I didn't even get a last hit in, man. That's bullshit. I will say it's been interesting to see how quick we've been moving. First season was rough. It was rough getting people on board. This season, it seems like people are moving and grooving. Big bug in game today. Oh yes, I'm sorry. Let me talk about that. That was a big thing. Are you talking about the yesterday tech? Oh my god, was that today? No, that wasn't today. It was like a couple days ago. So all right, yeah, that's something I should probably talk about. So they introduced an update for the older states, a new segment, I guess so to say, so that the older bases could go from level 30 to level 35. Which you know, it's a natural progression, I guess so to say. It'd be fun. Eden bug. Oh, really? Huh. I'll have to check it. But they also did. There's been a couple of big bugs going on. So, the other one was so when they introduced the update to go to base 31 to 35 for the older states, I guess they screwed up and released the ability for everyone to go to check location. They released the ability for everyone to get the yesteryear tech or the yesterday tech, and some people took advantage of it, and it was only open for like 2 hours. And everyone's like, why can't I build it? Why can't I build the institute, the yesterday institute? So you were able to finagle your way into the tech, and no one, some people did it, some people didn't. So some people can upgrade to base 26 and some people can't, but they can't, it'll still show that they're base 25 and all that kind of stuff. 810, 98. Oh, 998. I'm sorry. I don't see anything. We finished eating coffee, new eating coming in a week. Nice. We just opened the central area and Chinese took it from nowhere. Wait, where? Hold on. Where? I don't see anyone here. Or you're in a different. Oh, you're in a different one. I'm sorry. 9000. I'm sorry. That's what the problem is. I'm in the wrong state. 000 1 2 3 4. God damn. I hate reading zeros like that. Sorry. That's my bad. Reading is fundamental. There we go. Here we are. My bad. So wait, you took it? And then the other ones took it from you? What do you, wait. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I saw that. I corrected myself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I as soon as I saw it, I was like, wait a minute. Something's not right here. You just opened it and the Chinese took it. I don't, yeah, that's, are you sure they didn't just take the last hit? They're in he's in the 30 bracket, or 31 bracket, I should say. The specific state, I don't know. That's up for him to say. But yeah, that's interesting. Wait, they're still attacking, or is that just like, oh, that's leftovers? Yeah, I don't know. That's weird, man. It's Central Gate area just open. Yeah. That's weird. Huh. How can they? It's the other faction. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Because I'm assuming ZLQ is the other team. You're part of BAJ. I don't know. That's weird. Oh, you're in Winter is Coming. Oof. That's a rough one too. Yeah, I don't know, man. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. That's weird. Like I said, the only thing I could think of was that someone squeezed the last hit in, but I don't even see They don't even have people here. I don't know. That's weird. It's just you guys here. I don't know. That's weird, man. There's, like I said, the game's, I don't know. There's been a couple of bugs lately. Oh, we're doing, fuck. They wanted to attack a gate remotely. They're probably going to take it in like 2 seconds. The Google Play beta is horrible. Don't do anything important with it. Not very good. All right, wait. I know I have him. Let's get that activated. A location for their fracture gate. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I don't know. So the thing is, I don't know the full rules of Winter, but I would assume they kind of go by the same rules of you have to take the gate the same way. I don't know. And those are the frustrating things too. If they they mess up things like that's frustrating to a lot of people and players. I mean, I can understand if like me and another alliance was going for the same gate and they just happened to get the last hit, but in a situation like that, I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of is someone sent a thing to attack and they got the last hit. That's the only thing I can think of, because that's happened to us. But if you're saying that's not what happened, then I don't know. It could be a bug. I don't know. All right, let's get this done, and then I'll sign off. I know I'm gonna have a video out probably around Tuesday. I'm starting to work on shorts as well, trying to break some stuff into shorts, just so, little quick tidbits. It's something I never got into, but I wanted to get into, and it can be time consuming. So I found a way to kind of make that a little bit easier for me. Because I know a lot of people like shorts, get a little bit of quick information in a fast fashion and move on with your day. But I will have a video that's this week. I don't know if I'm going to do the part 2 of the APC parts, and that's where I'll talk about most of the questions and complications most people have. But I might do a different one. I have a few videos lined up, so I'll get it going. Oh, I'm sure it did. I get it. That's why one of the reasons why I got so frustrated last Eden season for us. It was stupid things like that where it'd be like just one little thing goes wrong and like it sets you back. Like the entire plan gets set back drastically, and you're like, what the fuck? And you get so mad. I mean, it's almost season ruining just for a little thing. And then you go, it takes a while, but you brush it off and you're like, okay. You try to brush it off and move on, but it doesn't make it any easier, I guess, so to say. Yeah, that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear. It should be gone soon. Maybe I'll get the last hit. I doubt it, but yeah, I got one of the last hits. All right. That sucks. Like I said, I don't know, man. The game can be glitchy sometimes, and I don't know why. I do know that they majorly screwed up on the yesterday tech thing. That was a big screw up, because now a lot of people can get a jump on doing the getting their bases up, and that's unfair for a few people, and they can't take it back because people spent resources on it. So it kind of sucks. Like you can't give me back the yesterday plans that I used to upgrade the research to get stuff. So I don't know. They kind of foobarred that big time. So, all right. So unless there's specific questions, I think I'm going to call it a day for now. I'll call it a night for now. Hopefully you guys are doing well in your seasons. I know most people probably just started the first week. Some of you may be further along. But yeah, remember in the comments, leave them. If you didn't catch this live or whatever, you have a question, feel free to write it in the comments and I'll answer it later. What's up, Hashir? What's going on? How are you doing? We're just getting ready to get out of here. Unless there's something, like I said, unless there's something pressing you guys want to ask and I'm here and I can answer it real quick, I'll wind up calling it a night for now. But let me send out a few things while I give you, because I know there's such a delay. So I'll give it a minute. If I don't see any specific questions, I'll call it a night, let you guys get on with reset, because I know reset's a big time to get a lot of stuff done. And if you're doing treasure hunter, good luck. And if you are doing Eden battles, good luck on that too. So look for my video. I'll have it out. Like I said, I'm probably aiming for Tuesday, Wednesday, and we'll go from there. Remember, leave comments and questions if you got any and you haven't gotten a chance to answer, or you think of something later on. And enjoy the rest of your night. It's well, some of you it's Monday, but enjoy your week too if I don't talk to you later. And that's about it. So guys, enjoy your night. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. And until next time, be safe out there. Bye.